What would you do if you got transported into a random circus, leaving everything behind, your family, friends, and future, and the only thing that makes you you is your name that you have forgotten? And of course, I'm talking about the Amazing Digital Circus. It was already confirmed in the first few scenes of episode 1 that the circus members don't remember their name, but something that we might not have thought about was their past memories. In other words, their life before TADC. I actually believe that their memories somehow correlates to how they are in the digital circus. I'm talking about their whole personality. I actually made a theory about Jax being lonely and also a bit about his past. So check it out after finishing this one so that you can connect that theory to my theories in this video. But let's talk about my theories about the circus members' memories. As I just said, I actually think that their memories somehow correlates to how they are as a person, but their past isn't the only thing that validates my theory, because on their official wiki site, their age are also stated. So how old are each of the circus members? Kinger is 48 years old, Ragatha is 30 years old, Gangle is 26 years old, Pomni is 25 years old, Subal is 22 years old, and the youngest member who also wreaks chaos in the digital circus is Jax. Jax is 22 years old, being only a few months younger than Subal. But the unfortunate thing is that we didn't get Kofmo's age, but I would guess that he's around 24 years old. So around Subal's age. But why am I referring to Subal's age? Well, you can see what I mean if you check out my recent videos. But let's get back to the theory. Let's start in chronological order. So Kinger first and Jax last. We probably know someone that is Kinger's age, someone nearing the 50s. They are always humble, but also does something out of the ordinary, or that is only what we think because we're born into a new age. And I'm mostly talking about the Gen Zs here. In the show, Kinger is kind of calm. He doesn't really stand out from the other circus members. And the only time that I've seen Kinger do something kind of crazy is when he began to do a monkey sped up movement.
Most mentally stable and capable characters to be paired together.
And funny enough, I actually believe that the reason the other circus members think that Kinger will be the next one to abstract is because he does that sped up monkey movement all the time. And when I say all the time, I mean when he's confused or about to do something special. So from this, I actually believe that Kinger was unemployed before he got transported into the digital circus. It is confirmed on their wiki site that Kinger is very twitchy and always on edge. So what does that mean? Well, I think that before Kinger was transported into the digital circus, he was unemployed and was actively searching for a job. And when he finally found a job, which was probably some kind of office job, he was scared to be fired, meaning he was probably stressing and overworking a lot. So all that stress and overworking got him into being the Kinger that we know today, twitchy and always on edge. Ragatha is the circus member that takes care of the whole group. In other words, she is quote-unquote the mom, and we can already see this from the first episode, because when Pomni arrived, all confused, Ragatha tried her best to make Pomni comfortable in the circus. She's very protective of one another, but the most noticeable thing that she has done, which shows her quote-unquote mom characteristics, is when she forgives Pomni for leaving her when Kofmo beat her up at the start of episode 2.
There she is. Hope you're doing all right. I know yesterday was a bit of a doozy.
A doozy.
Oh, and don't worry about the whole abandoning me for the exit thing. It's perfectly understandable what you were going through at the time, and there's no hard feelings. You're all good. Well, let's forget about all that. Kane's got a new adventure today, and judging by what he's been teasing, it seems like it's gonna be a fun one.
So I actually believe that Ragatha had a job where she took care of people in her past life. She's kind of young, only being 30 years old, so I actually believe that she has been a nurse, because a nurse's job is to take care of the patients who are having a hard time. And if we look back at her character in TADC, we can definitely see her taking care of the circus members. Now, Gangle is a bit special. On their wiki site, it says that she's seen as having two distinct personalities, reflecting the comedy and tragedy theater masks. So what does that mean? Well, I believe that Gangle might have been having a corporate job in her past life, something like Kinger's job, because I think those two masks represents her daily life. Wake up in the morning with a sad start, going to work with a fake happy mask, and after returning home, she's switching to the sad mask again. So an endless cycle that she cannot escape. But as you might have read, it was also written that a third mask might be a thing that Gooseworks teased. So I'm actually guessing that it would be an angry mask, because think about it, sad when waking up, fake being happy at work, sad when returning home, and then angry when thinking about the endless cycle. But she's also 26, which means that she's very early to her life and everything else. So she might have been in that corporate job for 2 to 3 years, and since she's so young, she probably wants to escape it and live, but she can't. Now on to Pomni, who's the main character in my opinion. Pomni is a bit different from the others. In both episodes, we see Pomni being very doubtful of things and always questioning things and not just jumping straight into the stuff. And on their wiki site, it's said that she's characterized by her worried and nervous demeanor, which leads me to believe that Pomni might still have been in school, because she's only 25 and being nervous and etc. might be a sign that she was a student who wasn't popular or anything like it, just minding her own business. So I believe that she was in school before she got transported into the digital circus. And the second last character, Subul. Subul is the kind of person that doesn't even want to do anything, and we clearly see that in both episodes, since she never really wants to join adventures or anything. So in other words, she's very antisocial. It's even written on their wiki site. They are shown to be very aloof, grouchy, and antisocial. So what do I think that Subul did in her past? Well, she's 22 years old, antisocial, and doesn't want to do anything. I believe that she was also a student just like Pomni. But this isn't unusual behavior, because you have probably seen some other people in your school who was just like Subul. And now, the last character, Jax. He's the youngest of all the circus members, and he's a bit special. He loves to wreak chaos and watch everything unfold as he just spectates it and enjoys it. There are so many examples in TADC, but since he's the youngest and acting like it, I believe him to have also been a school student, just like Subul and Pomni. I've actually made a theory about Jax's past, so check it out after finishing this one, because I go way more in depth in that video. But let's go back to Jax. I believe that he was a bully or something like it in his past life, because being 22 years old and tripping others while thinking it's fun means that he could have been a bully in his past. But you know, those are just my theories. But let's get back to the tweet that Gooseworks wrote, because she did say that they remember their past life, but other than me guessing their past, I actually also think that they will lose their memories when they leave the Amazing Digital Circus. And I'm talking about their memories in TADC, because think about it, why would they still remember their past when getting transported into the digital circus? Well, at the end of TADC, I believe that they will teach us a special lesson to enjoy life and be grateful. Because think about it, they might have gotten transported into the circus because of their past and that they didn't enjoy their present time. But after all, those were just my theories. Let me know down below what you think about them. Comment your own theories, or if you want me to cover something in TADC. Thanks for watching, subscribe and click on this video here.